Hey guys, so last night I fell in love with a new show and I just couldn't wait to tell you about it. So at 9 o'clock on BBC last night, the Junior Apprentice started, which is obviously The Apprentice, but with 16 and 17-year-olds. Now just in case you're not familiar with The Apprentice, it's a show with Sir Alan, or Lord Sugar. I must point out that he is now called Lord Sugar, but I may refer to him as Sir Alan throughout this because I'm still not used to calling him Lord Sugar. And basically The Apprentice is where Lord Sugar sets tasks for the candidates, and then each week, if they don't pull through, one gets fired until there's the final and they win, basically. And this one took 10 candidates between the ages of 16 and 17. From what I picked up, I think most of them were 17 and only one was 16, I think. Possibly two. And then, so obviously he's going to put them through their paces. And these kids are so weird. I mean, I'm all for having high expectations and setting yourself goals and things, but these kids are insane. I mean, some of them, there's one kid whose name I completely forgot. He had his own business at 12. And, I mean, there's no 12-year-old that can run a business. I don't care how smart you are. If a 12-year-old came up to you and asked you to pay 100 quid for a fishing rod, you wouldn't do it, would you? Unless, of course, that kid was, like, from Annie or something. Then maybe that's slightly different. But it was just so weird. The dress, the girls all looked really nice, you know, because that sort of business style is in fashion. But the guys were in suits that just looked so odd on them, especially the little one, Reese. When Reese wore a suit, he just looked so funny. But never mind, the clothes was just an aside from it. So they're all competing for this prize of 25 grand, which Sir Alan will give them towards like a business or something, and they're not just getting it in hand type thing. And the first thing that sort of shows the fact that they're kind of really young is the fact that they went into this house, because they're all staying in this house, which sort of reminds me of the Big Brother house. It's really like luxurious and things. And they went in there and they started squealing with excitement. I'm like, okay, calm down, it's a house. Never mind. But they may be intelligent, but they're a little bit weird. Now one guy, I will start my sentence again. One guy is a little bit lacking in common sense. Now, I can't remember who it is because when he said it, I wasn't familiar with names. But if I watch the episode back, I'll be able to tell you. He was completely shocked that one guy was younger than him. Wait, let me see if I got this right around. Was one guy younger than him or wrong? Yeah. This guy was like, the other guy was older than him. So I'm assuming he was talking about Reese because Reese is quite short. And he was like, he's older than me, but he's smaller than me. I mean, and he was like, are you for real? I'm thinking to myself, of course he's for real. I know what I've just said probably makes absolutely no sense, but he was basically, he couldn't get over the fact that one guy was older than him, but smaller than him in height. And I'm like, of course that's possible. You know, I'm 5 foot, and most people are taller than me. I think my brother's nearly taller than me, and he's 8. So that was a little bit weird, at the fact that he was shocked at the fact that somebody older was smaller. I was like, okay. But then anyway, so they had tasks to do, and I think the first task was actually coming up with a name, and the boys managed to do that straight away, no problem. The girls were a little bit indecisive over a name, but they did come up with one. So to start off with, you're thinking, okay, the boys seem to be on the ball here, but the girls are a little bit, you know, not together. But that soon changed when they were set the first task. So they had to sell cheese. They had to sell £500 worth of 20 different cheeses, like £500 altogether. So they had to choose market stalls. One went to Covent Garden, the girls went to Covent Garden, the boys went to White Cross. Although the girls did call it Convent Garden, which I was thinking, okay, whatever. So they had to go and sell cheese at a market stall, basically. It doesn't sound too hard, but it seems that the girls got off to a pretty good start, whereas the boys sort of lagged a bit. They weren't totally prepared, but what can I say? It's typical of boys. I'm sorry, no offence meant by that comment if anybody is offended. So it seemed to go well. Although one girl really bugs the life out of me, and it's Zoe. She is so controlling. She is just so up herself. Everything is all, I did this, I did that, ooh, look what I can do type thing. And it's like, just go away, you know, just let the others say their thing. So she is really going to bug me throughout this. So I hope she gets fired next week. But yeah, so the girls came up with a profit, and the boys actually made a loss. I can't remember how much the loss was, but it was 200 and something. So one of them had to get fired, and it was down to Tim, who looked much older than 17, and he has sheep, which I like, Reese, and Jordan. And in the end, it was Jordan who got fired. and I was so pleased. He really bugged me completely. Now, Twitter was going crazy last night. In fact, Junior Apprentice was second top trending worldwide, which was really impressive, and it made it really quickly as well. But I think that most people shared the views because most people were commenting on Jordan and how his voice was really annoying and how he just was annoying and things like that. So that was really good to see him go so early. It seemed that everyone was relieved, which was great. Now, it's on next Wednesday. It's like on every Wednesday. I think there's 6 episodes altogether, I want to say. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what it says on Radio Times anyway, so I'm going to go with what they say. And it's definitely worth watching. Now, I'm normally not a fan of The Apprentice. I'll watch it, but I don't connect with it as such. But this one, I just find I've connected with straight away, and I just love it completely. I cannot wait till next week. And it's just so fantastic. I mean, it's so fun to see Lord Sugar picking on people who are younger than me. Only just, I might add, but they are. And it just makes me wonder, these people are so arrogant. Yes, they might have the brains. Yes, they might be able to have a business mind, but most of them have... Okay, I say most of them. I think there's about 3 of them which I want to punch. The rest seem nice enough, you know, they seem like they've got manners, they've got consideration, and they understand the real world. Whereas some of them, and I'm talking about Zoe in here, just winds me up completely. It's just her self-lovingness. I hate it. And yeah, I'm going to stop talking about it because she's really annoying me right now. So yeah, so go and check that out. I think it'll be on iPlayer until next Wednesday, I imagine. So feel free to let me know your thoughts and things. I'd love to know if you were watching it. Obviously, I'm imagining a lot of people were watching it because Twitter was going crazy and things. And I'm imagining about half the population are on Twitter anyway. So feel free to leave me comments and video responses and things with your thoughts. I'd love to know if you watched it. And if not, go and check it out and then let me know what you think. I'm looking forward to next Wednesday. So if you're following me on Twitter at McLean Amy, you will see me going crazy next Wednesday as well over the show. That's all I want to say about it just now. Please subscribe and things, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!